Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. My name is Human. Welcome to part 3 of the UE5 drivable vehicle tutorial series. In this video, we'll cover how to enter the car from a third-person character, exit the car, and walk through the best practices for setting this up. So, let's jump right in. Let's start by adding the third-person character content pack to our project. In your content browser, click on Add and select Add Feature or Content Pack. From there, select third-person character and add it to the project. I have the third-person character pack right here. Our game mode is going to be the third-person character game mode because we are starting the game with the third-person character. So let's change it in world settings. Alright, let's drag the car blueprint to the scene. What we're gonna do is to shoot a sphere trace by channel from the character, and if it hits the car, then we're gonna possess it. So go ahead and open up third-person character blueprint. I'm gonna use E key to enter the car. Drag from it and search for sphere trace by channel. The start and end of the trace is going to be the actor location. Change the radius to 200 and enable the draw debug type for a duration. Let's compile the blueprint and see how the sphere trace is working. As you see, when I press E, the character is surrounded by a sphere trace. Now let's detect if the trace is hitting the car. We should break the hit result and cast hit actor to BP car. Now that we detected the car, we can call possess function. Uncheck the context sensitive option and search for possess. I'm gonna promote the car object to a variable because we're gonna use it later. Let's change the variable name to current vehicle. For possess function, we need to connect player controller to target and the current vehicle to inpawn. Alright, let's run the game and test it out. As you see, we have successfully possessed the car. But car controls do not work and I can't move the vehicle. If you remember from the previous part, we created the IMC vehicle for the car controls and added it to the vehicle game mode. But now that we switched the game mode to third person, the car no longer has any controls assigned when it gets possessed. In order to control the vehicle, we have to switch input mapping context when the possession happens. So let's open up the car blueprint. Now right-click and search for event possessed. Obviously, this event is called when the car is possessed. So we clear all the mappings and add IMC vehicle for the car. You have to uncheck context sensitive in order to find clear mappings node. Connect the target to enhanced input local player subsystem. Now it's time to add IMC vehicle. Don't forget to connect the enhanced input to target. We should do the same for the character blueprint, so let's just copy these and paste it inside character blueprint. Just change IMC vehicle to IMC default, which is the default input mapping context for the third-person character. And we also need to add IMC mouse look. Compile it and let's see the results. As you can see, we can successfully control the vehicle after possession. You're going to see a null error here. By simply running and stopping the game, you're going to see this error. This is because Auto AI Possess is enabled on the BP car. And as soon as we run the game, Unreal assigns an AI controller to the vehicle. You can get rid of this error by just disabling the Auto AI Possess in BP car. Select BP car in Components tab and in Details panel search for Auto AI Possess. Disable it from the drop-down. Alright, now if we test the game, the error is gone. For the next step, we'll return control to the character by pressing the E key. Inside Car Blueprint, right-click and search for E key event. Drag from it and search for Possess. We need to connect the character to InPawn, so we need character reference inside Car Blueprint. Let's create a variable and name it character ref, and change the type to third-person character blueprint. Alright, connect the character ref to InPawn and the target is player controller. Right now the character ref is going to be null if we run the game. So we need to set character ref when our sphere trace hits the car. So let's get back to character blueprint. Set character ref on BP car right here. Now reference the character ref to self. Compile it and let's test the game. Switching between the character and the car is working perfectly, but after possessing the car we expect not to see the character. The best practice is to hide it and disable the collisions. Destroying the character is a bad choice because it might have inventory or other variables that we need inside its blueprint. So let's get back to character blueprint. After possessing the car, let's disable the collisions for the character and hide it. Let's get back to BP car and add a scene component inside the mesh. We're gonna use it for the exit point of the character. Change the name to exit point. I'm gonna position the point near the driver door. Alright, this looks good. Let's get back to character blueprint. After the character is possessed, we want to set the actor location to the exit point of the vehicle. Drag the current vehicle to the graph and let's grab the exit point location from it. We should also make the character visible and enable the collisions. Everything looks good, let's test the game. Everything is working perfectly. You're also going to get an error after exiting the game. This is because when you first run the game, the character is being possessed. But we only want all this logic when the character is being possessed from the car. It means when the current vehicle is not valid, we don't want event possess to be executed. So let's create a validated get from current vehicle. Now compile and run the game. Alright, that's it for this tutorial. Your likes and comments really motivate me to keep creating more content like this. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.